that time. Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing? Good. I hope. Thanks for coming out in the rain. We're going to get started. Seated position. So go ahead and start to find your comfortable seat. So any kind of position that works for you, start to arrive there now. So maybe that's legs out or legs crossed. Start to arrive in a space that you can just settle in and let the eyes soft and closed and pull all of the attention inside the body. As you just relax in this space, start to build some awareness. Just imagine everything outside and you can just fall away for a few minutes. Start to connect with your breath. So as we start to feel the inhales and exhales move through the chest and the belly, maybe make a few adjustments in the body, lifting the shoulders up towards the ears on an inhale, and then exhale, let them relax down the back. Slight engagement of the belly. Some length through the spine. Just a little lifting of the crown of the head. So you might like to have your hands resting somewhere on the body. Maybe the knees, or maybe one hand cradling the other in the lap, but I invite you tonight to maybe take a different position, bringing one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. This way you can really connect with your breath. Really connect with this flow. And together we're going to deepen. So full inhale through the nose, feel the chest rise, and then pause at the top of the breath. Just a moment. Gentle sigh, exhale, empty the lungs, and then pause at the bottom of the breath. And again, inhale, deep breath. Feel the chest rise, hold the breath at the top. To tune into the heart beating. And gathering something to let go of, you'll sigh the breath out, really pull the belly in, empty the lungs, and hold at the bottom for just a moment. One more time, just like that. Inhale through the nose, filling up. Hold the breath, your deepest breath. Gather something to release and exhale, side out. Let it go. Empty the lungs, and then pause at the bottom. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Through the nose this time, release. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And now maybe you'll stay with this count at 4 or 5. Just find your equal duration. In and out through the nose. We'll start to notice where the mind is, and we'll set an intention for practice tonight. So you might start to think of something you'd like to bring into your life. Maybe something that brought you to your mat tonight. Something very simple. Or maybe as you connect with your breath, with the hands making a connection to the chest and the belly, maybe you'll just find something very grateful to feel about this body. Something you can feel good about. And with your intention in mind, you can slowly blink the eyes open, release the arms to the sky, watch the palms touch, deep breath. Exhale, hands to the knees, chin to chest, round spine. And again, inhale, reach the arms overhead. This time, interlace the fingers, reverse the palms up to the sky, release, stretch. And then press the palms forward, round the back. Pull the belly in. Inhale, deep breath, press the palms up. Exhale, press them forward. Kind of like your cat and cow. One more time. Inhale, come up. Maybe getting a little bit taller. And exhale, pull the belly in, stretch through the back. Inhale, come back up. Release the hands. You can circle the wrists on the way down. We'll start to walk the hands forward, landing in your child's pose. Knees wide, toes together. Starting to let the hips lengthen back over the heels. Might feel nice to take a little rock side to side with the head sealing your intention to your mind. And then as you inhale, press into the fingertips, walk the hands over to the right. Side body stretch. Inhale to press. And start to float over to the other side. Relaxing back down. Inhale to lift up, hands come back to center. A few breaths in your extended child's pose. And then with a deep breath, you'll start to land in your table. And the shoulders arrive right over the wrists, hips over the knees, long spine. The belly hug in, and then we'll find a diagonal table balance. The right leg can extend, and then the left arm. Just take a moment here, finding stability in your pose. Stretching equally forward and back. And then with an exhale, elbow and knee will come together. You'll pause. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Last time, round. Pause, pull everything up through center. Deep breath, extend, get even longer. And then release, hand and knee will come to the mat. You can take a cat and cow here to reset the spine. And then we'll take it over to the other side. So left leg will get long. Right arm will lift, thumb can face the sky. And again, just take a moment to really lengthen the spine, pull the belly in. And then exhale to round. Inhale. Exhale, round. Last time, inhale, long. Exhale, round. Pause for a moment. Let go, deep breath. Find all this length, and then release. Hand and knee come to the mat. Here, do a few cat and cows. Find maybe 3 to 5 rounds of your breath, and then take your time to make your way to down dog. So really connecting your breath with your movement. Take your time working through any tension. Once you do find yourself in your down dog, just notice the hands, shoulders distance, feet or hips distance. The ears will start to make their way in between the biceps as you look behind you. Maybe there's a deep bend in the knees. Bending and straightening one leg to the other, warming up the backs of the legs. And then together we'll start to inhale, lift the heels, and then exhale to press them down. So taking this a few times, inhale, heels lift. Exhale, they press. You take this with your own breath. Next, inhale, lift the heels together, bend the knees, let the shins hover, and as you look forward, start to walk the feet to the hands. Fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, come to standing, arms reach overhead, hands to heart center, relax the shoulders. And again, inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release. Soften the knees, come to standing. Deep breath, arms reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, cactus arms, open the chest. Let the shoulder blades come down the back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back. Find your high plank. Maybe for this plank, you let the knees come down. Find a little more support. The shoulders be right over the wrists. And we'll take our chaturanga. Elbows hug back, shift forward, and lower. Inhale, gentle cobra, open the chest. Exhale, lower. Take that again, nice and slow. Round through the hips, lift through the chest. Exhale, release, curl the toes. Press through table or plank, find your down dog. Once you arrive, the right leg will lift long, press through the heels, three-legged dog. And if you want to go further, bend the knee, open the hip. Keeping the shoulders in line with the front of the mat. Inhale, square the hips, lengthen the leg. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine, and then let the foot come down between the hands. Runner's lunge. Pause here for just a moment. Press the left heel back behind you, and then try to open the chest. Keep the left hand right where it is, right arm to the sky. Take a twist. Tuck the belly in. Make sure the back leg is still strong. It's not just hanging there. And release. Top arm comes down. Left foot meets right. Land in a chair. Hips go low. Hands go high. A little tuck into the tail. So you're scooping the belly in. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Gold post the arms. Inhale. Reach. Exhale. Fold. Half lift, deep breath. Exhale, fold. Find your flow back, needle. Step back to high plank. Then go lower. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, your cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a nice deep plunging breath once you arrive, and then a gentle sigh. Let it go. Left leg lifts on the inhale. Find some length. You press the heel back, and then maybe you'll bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, square the hips, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose, and then plant the foot down. Runner's lunge. Taking a moment to notice your alignment here. So the knees right over the ankle. Notice if you're starting to point the knee in or out. A nice 90-degree bend. Right hand plants, left arm lifts. And slow release. Top arm comes down, right foot meets left. Another chair. Stay nice and low. Fingertips float up. If the shoulders are ever tight in your chair, you can always reach your hands forward. Overhead. Inhale, from all the way to standing. This time, bring the palms together, interlace the fingers, and reverse that hand clasp again. Pressing the palms to the sky, pressing the feet down into the mat. And we'll take a side body stretch here, pressing all the way over to the right. Be gentle, body. That feel good. And then inhale through center. Pull to the other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, float down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, left leg back. Pausing in a lunge, release the knee, low Anjaneyasana, fingertips float up. From here, we'll bring the palms together. Maybe you'll bend the elbows, let the head just rest in the forearms. Hips can get heavy. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, let the hips come back, half split, hands to the mat, curl the toes in. Nice deep breath, making sure the hips are square. Inhale to come forward, bending the knee, curl the back toes, lift the back knee, hands plant, sweep the right leg up and back behind you. Three-legged dog. Again, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, square the hip, lengthen the leg. Exhale, knee to right elbow, hug it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, bring it across the body. Extend the leg long. Find your fallen triangle. Weight as the foot comes down, left arm to the sky. Slow release, left hand finds the mat. Sweep the right leg up and back. Deep breath. Exhale, knee to nose. Plant the foot down, warrior one. Back heel spins. Fingertips float forward and up. Release the hands behind you. We'll interlace the fingers, open the chest. Humble warrior. We'll start to float down. The right shoulder can come above the knee, make it to the inside. Inhale to come up. Release the arms overhead. We'll open to warrior two. Settling right here for a moment. Spin the front palm, reach up and back, reverse. On the exhale, float the hands all the way down, bring the front foot. Right foot meets left, we take a flow. High to low push up. It's always optional, you can always skip it and just hinge the hips right back up and down, dog. Once you arrive, keep cleansing breath in through the nose. And gentle sigh, let it go. Inhale to look forward, feet meet the hands, hold. Deep bend in the knees will lift to a chair. Fingertips float forward and up. Maybe this time you play with a little balance, rolling some weight to the balls of the feet, letting the heels lift, down lower, open the chest. Inhale up. Exhale, bring the hands down by your sides, Tadasana, palms forward. Imagine you're pulling the shoulder blades down and back, chest is open. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hold. Half lift, deep breath. Exhale, right leg behind you. And release the back knee down, low Anjaneyasana. If you like that arm variation from the first side, you can bring the hands together. Again, bending at the elbows, let the head just relax to the forearms. Maybe letting the hips get heavier. Keep pressing into that front foot so you're really rooted to the mat. Keeping yourself stable. Inhale, hands reach back up, and then exhale to your half split. So the front leg lengthens as the toes curl in. Square. Inhale to lift. Start to bend back into the front knee. Planting the hands, curl the back toes to lift the knee. Sweep the left leg up and back. Knee leg stop. Bend the knee, open the hip. Keep the shoulders in line with the short edge of the mat. Inhale, square the hips, lengthen. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, really hug it in, and then extend the legs so you can find your falling triangle. Right arm to the sky. Keep pressing the left hand into the mat. Exhale to release. Right hand plants, left leg sweeps back. And then exhale, knee to nose. Find your warrior one. Left foot plants, back heel spins, fingertips reach forward and up. Take a moment to just feel really stable through the legs. Notice if you need to widen the front foot. Hands are going to reach behind you, binding. Open the chest. Just allow the heart space to just float forward. Notice if you're holding on or you're tensing your shoulders together. See if you can find some softness. Hanging on to the deep bend in the front knee. And then maybe you'll humble down, letting the left shoulder float forward. Press through the front foot, inhale to come up. Arms to the sky, and then open warrior two. Deep breath. Exhale, soften, and then spin the front palm. Inhale to reverse. Exhale to settle in. Inhale, moving through center. Cartwheel the hands all the way down to the mat. Left foot meets right. Child's pose, knees wide. Hips back over the heels. Inhale, come to your table, curl the toes, down dog. We're going to find a fluid motion here with a few rolling planks. So as you inhale, let the heels lift, roll through the upper, middle, lower spine, high plank. Take a breath and then exhale, roll through down dog. You do that 2 more times on your own breath. Just feeling a steady transition. We'll be landing back in our down dog. So we feel the belly button pulling in. Once you land in down dog, let the heels lift. Bend the knees, the shins will hover as you look forward. Keep pressing the hands into the mat. And then maybe there's a step or a hop. The feet meet the hands fold. Inhale, half lift. Just walk the hands around to the right. It's an easy stretch. Then over to the left. And then again, one more time. Right. Left. And then fold through center. Really stretch through the backs of the legs. Inhale to take your time rolling all the way up to standing. Arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Palms pressed. Your Anjali Mudra. Bring your intention back to your mind. Notice the breath. Start to bring some weight to the right foot. Letting the left knee float to hip height. Hands can go to the sky, your stork pose. Really lock the eyes in on something that's not moving. You might kick that foot forward, extending through the legs, hugging the belly a little more, lift through the chest. And then a slow transition to your warrior three. Left foot kicks back. You can reach the arms forward or behind you. The gaze comes down to the mat. And then lower to your crescent lunge. Toes to the mat, fingertips to the sky. Hands will come through heart center, and we're going to twist. Left elbow crosses the right knee. Twisted lunge. We're going to inhale to open to our warrior two. So unravel, spin the back heel. Front palm spins up and back, reverse. Inhale to your side angle, forearm to thigh. Left arm's going to reach forward, your first Uttanasana. So for a variation here, it might feel nice to wrap the arm around the lower back, stretching through the top of the shoulder. And then if you have a little deeper to go in the hip, the right hand could always come down to the mat. For 2 deep breaths. And we'll start to lift all the way back up, reverse. Breathing through the front leg this time. And we'll start to move into our triangle. So both legs are long and straight. Right arm's going to reach forward. And then find some length through the side of the body. Keep reaching the hand forward until you can't anymore. And then it'll release maybe to a block or to your leg, ankle, calf, floor. Keep the left fingertips reaching so the chest is open. One shoulder stacked on top of the other. If you notice that the top shoulder is starting to kind of dip in, you know you need to lift up a little more. Slow release, left arm comes down. Frame the front foot, we find our pyramid. So you're going to shorten the stance, both legs long and straight. You might take a half lift coming out of this. And it could be helpful to bring deep down in the back knee, get a little more weight on the front leg. If you have blocks, it's a nice place to have blocks. Inhale, and we'll all lift and start to find a half split. So, or not half split, a standing split. Left leg's going to reach up and back. So we're stretching even more into that front leg. Pointing the left toes to the sky, be gentle. And then as you release, the left foot's going to come to the outside of the right. So you're crisscrossing the legs. You don't need to confuse you. It's like a pretzel. So right leg is going to be forward, left leg will be behind it, and the two pinky toes will be together. Yeah, just like that. Try to find a little softness. Find your fold. As you're here, just let the head go. So shake the head no. And then nod the head yes. With a half lift, we'll uncross the legs so they're at hips distance. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Find a bend in the knees and press through the feet and stand. Tall, arms reach, hands to heart center. Cross your shoulders open. Find your breath again. We'll keep all that balance to the other side. So find your gaze point. Focus the eyes on something not moving. It's the weight forward into the left leg. That left foot is planted. And the right knee just floats. And tight, belly strong, chest lifting. If you have further to go, you'll extend the leg, kick the heel into the space in front of you. And then slowly your balance, right leg comes behind. Maybe you take a different arm position than you did the first time. Fingertips to reach forward or back or over the sides. Use a steady breath to keep you balanced. Crescent lunge, the back toes come to the mat, fingertips to the sky. Stand the chest, deep breath. And then as you exhale, palms come together and you twist. Right elbow crosses that front knee. Left elbows pulling behind you. And with an inhale, we'll open up to our warrior two. So the back heel will spin, the arms open. Pause here for a moment. Noticing the shoulders stacked above the head, so you're right in the center of both legs. And spin the front palm, reach out and back, reverse. Release the side angle, forearm to thigh. Top arm could reach towards the space in front of you, or if you like that half bind stretching through the top of the shoulder, you could wrap the arm around the lower back. Maybe you also float the elbow. If you have any other variation that feels nice here. If there's more space in the hip, then the left hand can come to the inside of the left leg. So just do what feels good in your body. These are all options. Inhale, we'll start to lift up and out, reverse, straightening the front leg. And then use your breath to start coming to triangle. You might shorten the stance, both legs long and straight. Left arm's reaching until it can't reach anymore. And you start to hinge at the hips. So the hips are open, the chest is open. Both stacking the shoulders. Squeezing the inner thighs together. A little lift. And release. Start turning towards that front leg. Back heel's going to come up so you can step the back foot in. And both legs are long and straight. Your pyramid pose. You're both squaring the hips. Maybe bend into the back knee. Take a few breaths to find half lift and then settle in. Inhaling, you'll start to look forward, maybe prong the fingertips forward, and we'll lift the right leg up to standing split, stretching a little more to the back of the left leg. And then our crisscross hold, the left leg will land behind the right, crossing the legs and letting the pinky toes come together. And again, if you have blocks here, it's a nice place to have blocks to give you a little more space. From here, uncross the feet. Bring them wide on the mat. Toes out, heels in. Keep the hips low, Malasana. If Malasana doesn't feel great, with the hips floating in the air, feel free to sit all the way down on the mat. And the elbows right to the inner thighs. Maybe you're sitting on a couple blocks. About lifting the chest, pressing the feet into the mat. If it feels nice, you can close your eyes and bring your mind back to your intention. At one point that can make you feel good. Slowly blink the eyes open. Reach the arms straight in front of you. Press energy down through the feet. Inhale, like you could float up. Arms overhead. Exhale, hands down by your sides. Bring the feet back to hips distance. We'll take one more standing balance. Work on our tree pose. So again, weight can go into the right leg. Find your gaze point. This time, left knee's gonna open. So maybe the heel is on the right ankle. Maybe it's on the calf. You can bring your hands anywhere to start. If you like them by your side, maybe your heart center. If you have further to go, the foot can come up to your inner thigh. Just make sure you're not pressing anywhere on the knee joint. Keep lifting the chest. Take your time coming into your balance. Whenever you're ready, you might find it's helpful to have the arms reaching overhead. Keep squeezing into the right quad, strengthening through that standing leg, solid. And then slowly we'll find our warrior three again. So with control, left leg reaches back. Find yourselves parallel to the mat. And then we'll slowly release to warrior two. The back toes come down, the arms open. From here, arms going to reach up overhead, palms touch. Turn towards the long edge of the mat, toes out, heels in. Exhale, goddess pose. Bending through the elbows, palms face wide. We'll inhale to come up, breathing through the legs, reach. Exhale, control yourself, come back down. Press the knees behind you. Just a little movement here, letting the right elbow come to the right leg. Doesn't have to touch, but maybe it does. Inhale through center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center, pause. Bring the arms out like a T, eagle arms, right arm under left. Find your wrap. Maybe it's just forearms coming together. Maybe it's grabbing opposite shoulders, or maybe you have the wrap. Fingertips float up, straighten the legs one more time. And our last time, sitting down for those. Last time for now. Take a deep breath, pressing through the feet. And then let it go. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, with the hands come together behind you. Toes are going to point in. Interlace the fingers. Pull up on the quads and find a wide-legged fold. And the crown of the head just relax towards the mat. And you might start to rise in your fold and want to let go of that bind. So let go of it whenever you're ready. We'll all release the hands right below the face, find a half lift. Bend into, everyone's facing a different way. So bend into the right knee. And then come to the front of your mat, whichever front you identify with, it's fine. Back foot's gonna meet the front foot. Hold. Again, just release through the neck. Take a little shake through the head. And then start to roll up through the spine. Take your time. Stacking one vertebrae on top of the other, just finding your tallest posture, arms can reach. Exhale, nice to heart center. Chest open, feel nice equal balance. Maybe noticing that you never really tune into the way you're standing, but notice if you're arching to the lower back or if you're shrugging the shoulders. Find nice, easy, tall spine. And then slowly you'll start to shift the weight into the left leg so we can work on our tree, second side. Taking your time coming to balance. The right knee this time will open up. You notice where the foot wants to land. Either it stays in the mat or maybe it's the calf. Maybe it's the inner thigh. Open the chest. Variation with your arms whenever you're ready. Making sure to lock the eyes in on not moving. Kind of slow transition here. Right leg this time kicks behind. Maybe this time the right fingertips will keep reaching forward. Hips are square. That back heel is flexed, nice and strong. Slow release to your warrior two. Arms open up. Take a breath here. Sigh it out, soften. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Goddess pose. So feel free, your goddess, if you want to face forward, face whichever direction you want. But for our goddess, toes out, heels in, bending at the knees. Knees are going to rise somewhat over the ankles. The knees behind you. Chest is open. Lengthen the tailbone down. Inhale, we'll reach up. Exhale, control yourself back down. Taking a little more of that movement. Left elbow to the left knee. Inhale. Exhale, right elbow, right knee. Inhale to center. This time we're going to take our eagle wrap, arms wide, with left arm under the right. Maybe there's a variation, maybe it's shoulders, maybe it's just the forearms. Fingertips are lifting. Straighten through the legs. Inhale. Exhale, last time. Holding some strength here. Maybe this time you lift the heel. Maybe another heel. And release. Inhale to standing. Unravel the arms. Toes in, heels out. If you'd like to take another bind, you can, or maybe this time you just have the hands at the hips and really lengthen through the spine and find your wide legged forward fold. You need to let the hands relax on the outside of the ankles, or maybe walk into the space behind you. Keep the head relaxed and thin. Inhale, half lift. Start to walk your hands around to the front of your mat, coming into the inside of that front leg. Should be your left leg, unless you switch around. And then you'll bring the right leg up front to meet it. You can land another Malasana squat. You have a few choices right here. So either hang out in your Malasana, come to Child's Pose. If you want to work on your pro, I'll cue us into pro. If there's any other poses right here that you feel like you want to bring into your practice, feel free to take something else. To leave a little space right here. So for your pro, we'll start by bringing the toes together. And the hands shoulders distance. So you start to bring one knee then the other to wrap up the shoulders, and then bring the hips to shoulders height. The fingers are spread wide, hands are wide on the mat. You really round the spine, pull the belly in, and then look forward and up. Always forward and up, never down. And you just start to shift forward. A lot of things happening. Squeezing the belly in, squeezing the knees to the shoulders. And then maybe you'll lift one foot and then the other. And maybe just take a few moments just feeling the shift of weight forward and back. Sometimes eventually, one day, everything will just lift. Pressing the hands into the mat, hugging the feet into the hip space. So take your time seeing what feels nice here. And if you want to just be in Malasana or Child's Pose, we're free to go there too. We're all going to end up in Child's Pose when we're done. A few more breaths. Stop and get some water. Inhale, look forward. Make the palms on the mat. Make the forearms on the mat. And then bring the shoulders right above the elbows. Start to move to a forearm plank. So extend one leg and the other. And then if you're riding this forearm plank, you feel your lower back talking to you, you can just release the knees down. Notice if you're feeling any sensations there. We'll press through the forearms and really press the upper back and the sky just a little bit. Building a little strength. You might start to bring the left knee to the left elbow. Doesn't have to touch. Extend it back. And then the right knee will come towards the right elbow. Bring it back. Pause for a moment. And then Sphinx pose. Let the hips come down. Pull the chest through the upper arms. Shoulder blades down. Well, rounding through the hips and lengthen the tailbone back and down. Bring a little more space to your lower back. We'll release the right ear to the right shoulder. And the chin to the chest. Let it hang for a moment. Left ear to the left shoulder. Chin to chest. Inhale to look up. Bring your hands down by your sides. Just bring the forehead into the mat for a moment. We're finding a lot of length through the legs. Set up for our Shalabhasana, our locust. Make sure to pull the belly in, and then on your inhale, start to peel the shoulders up and back, and then point the toes so much that maybe the feet lift. And continue again to think about lengthening the tailbone back and down. Release to come down right here to the mat. Inhale to come back up. We'll take another locust. Maybe hands stay at your sides. If you like finding to open up a little more, then you can interlace the fingers. And use your inhale to start to lift. Strengthening through all the muscles lining the back of the body. Keep breathing. Slow release. This time left here to the mat. Try to just let everything go. One more back bend. We'll inhale, straighten out. You can take either of those arm variations for your locust, or if you have a bow and you want to take a bow, I'll try it that way. So start with the knees together, even though they're open, and then reach for the tops of the feet. When you're ready, inhale, lift the chest, kicking the feet to the hands to the feet. Just try to really let the chest go. Find some softness. Feel your breath. There's a little gentle rocking back and forth. Rounding the hips down, lengthening tailbone back and down. And slow release. Hands right under the forehead. Let the feet sway side to side. And you might let the feet zigzag all the way down to the mat. Slide the hands right under the shoulders. Bring the knees together, and then we'll press to a child's pose. A variation with the knees together. So you're getting into the lower back a little bit more. And you can curl the toes from here, press into your down dog. From here, right leg will lift long. We'll start to move into our pigeon. So knee will go to the right, toes will go to the left. Really flex through the foot. Back leg extends behind you. And if you arrive in your pigeon and this doesn't feel very good on your knees or your hips, come to a figure four. So notice how that feels. You don't want to be uncomfortable. If you're in your pigeon, you might just take a moment to square out the hips, lift the chest. Make sure that front foot is flexed, and then if you'd like to come down, lower your forearms. Forearms can lower on blocks if you have blocks. Keep the forehead relaxed on the fast chest. And noticing wherever you feel tension, just imagine you could wrap it up with your inhale. And just release it a little bit more with every exhale. Inhale, we'll press back up. Pause right where you are. If you're in your figure four, you can hang out there for just a few more breaths before we switch. If you're in your pigeon, stay right here, or if you have a quad stretch, bend into the back. half knee. Maybe you can reach for top the back foot. That feels nice. And so you really have to soften into the shoulder. If you have that bind, spin the thumb behind you. That feels good. It's in your practice. Nice deep breath here. And then slowly start to unravel so we can come to the other side. Hands will plant. Curl the back toes to lift the hips. Right foot comes beside left. Maybe you shake this out a little bit. Right foot will plant. Left leg lifts. And then exhale, bringing the knee to the left. Yes, knee to the left, toes to the right. Again, once you arrive in your pigeon, notice if this side feels different. Maybe the side moves to figure four instead. Take a moment to square everything out. Take some time for your body to adjust to this. Kind of skip stretch. And then when you're ready, start to just lower little by little. Inhaling, we'll press up. Pause right here. If you decide to go deeper, you'll take your quad stretch, bending into the back knee. Again, if you're going for the bind, and the toes will come to the inside of the elbow. Spin that top arm behind you. And slowly start to unravel. Letting go of the back leg. Start to shift onto the left hip. Sweep the right leg around forward. Find Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet will meet. Knees open wide. Hands will wrap the top of the feet. And the thumbs hit the soles. Sit tall. If you have more space, you could lean forward. Deepen the stretch. Just stay right where you are. Inhale to lift. Reach the arms straight ahead. Hold the belly and lift the chest. Start to round as you lower all the way down. Take your time. Once you arrive, arms reach overhead and make grab opposite elbows. Your Supta Baddha Konasana. Start to bring the hands to the outside of the legs, guiding the knees back together. Hug the knees into the chest, rock side to side. Just let the knees fall to the left. Arms can release out like a T. Supine twist. Inhale to lift the knees, shifting the hips towards the center of the mat. Just let the knees fall over to the other side. You might gaze over to the left. That feels good. Inhale, come to your back and extend the legs so the soles of the feet are facing the sky. Lights up the wall, pause. Might feel nice and going to flex the feet here. Maybe even circle through the toes. Slowly point through the right foot and start to point the foot in front of you, just allowing that foot to lower all the way down the mat. And then with the left foot, point the left toes in front of you, just allowing it to lower all the way down. So both legs are relaxed on the mat. Allow the eyes to soft close. To release through the forehead. Soften your jaw. Really release the physical practice. Finding balance here with stillness. Come back to your breath for a few minutes in Shavasana. Deepen your breath. Like some small movements under the body. Bring your awareness back to the space. Start to expand the breath and the movements until maybe you can arrive at a full body stretch, reaching the arms overhead. Inhaling all the way down to the toes. And exhaling to hug the knees in. And to rock side to side. And eventually land on one side, just pausing for a moment before leaving your mat, your practice. Just noticing how you're feeling now, just bring some awareness compared to when you first began. And right here, imagine that we're always shedding something in our practice. We'll imagine that we could leave something behind that we don't need anymore, something we might carry around with us. And instead, take with you all this good energy, all this calm, this quiet, like you could just hang on to it and bring it with you as you come up to a comfortable seat. With the eyes closed or soft, hands are going to meet the heart center. Deep breath here. Exhale, bow to honor yourself. Inhale, thumb knuckles from the third eye center. Find gratitude for ourselves, for each other in this practice. And say, your night, nice to see you. Have a good night and a good rest of your week. If there's ever anything you want to work on in class, let me know.